Do you ever wonder what it's like to gentle your own Mustang or donkey? In this video, we're going to have 3 different sessions, and at the end, we actually start working with Stein's feet, which is very exciting for me. Right now, this is the first time I've caught Stein while there was another animal in the pen. That's adding another stressor to him, and I'm super excited as we're able to pull that off, catching him with another one in the pen. Right now in the pen, the brown one walking is Frank, and the one I'm putting a halter on is Stein, and soon you'll also see Doctor. So right now we're working with Dr. Frankenstein. They're all about 1 year old. It's quite fun to see the different spots that they're all in training.
Haltering him with Frank in the same pen is something totally new and very exciting.
It's pretty windy out. I don't know if we can hear, but we just haltered Stein in the round pen with Frank helping. And it's just about dark out. Yeah, this guy right here. He's become overly helpful these days. Look at him glowing with those little demon eyes. Nice job, MaryJo.
Thank you.
Like and subscribe. Good night.
Not like the donkey's all nervous to go out.
No, they're not like donkeys at all. This is science first brush with sanctioned freedom.
First time Stein gets to be out in the... This is a 2-acre pasture. It's a small one. We don't expect to be able to catch them out here. It's just to let them spread their legs. Pretty uneventful. This is what we've been waiting for, guys. Just to be able to see them run and move. Letting them spread their legs. There's not much grass for them to eat out here, but they can run and play.
After they started walking around out here, we did walk up to them to approach them and see what they would be like, and they would always just walk off when we got close. So to get them back into the wild pen for training, we just left that gate open, and they went in there on their own for their meal. Again, I would not expect to be able to catch them when they're out there for the first time. We're going to teach them how to be caught in a smaller area, and then later on, when they're nice and gentle, then we'll be able to catch them anywhere. But it will take time in the process.
Looks like maybe they're done running and playing now. Well, this will be good for them to be able to come out here and just run their legs, act young, run and play. Very awesome.
All right. I don't believe I have ever haltered Stein.
Because he's been my baby.
Mm-hmm. And he knows there's some stuff around. And I'm a little bit different method than MaryJo. There you go. Hi, buddy. Hi, good boy. Hi, you. Nose.
So when you very first start off haltering or working with them, it can be good just to stick with one person, especially with how nervous he was. Right now he's watching Stormy, my horse, who's out in the pasture.
Should we leave that on him while we're working with him?
Yeah, and we could even lead him a tad. Here's Pay.
You got a pony string?
I do have a pony string. So remember, when you are starting to work with your donk or your Mustang, review what they know first before you move on to other things.
Before you go on to the big scaries.
Yeah, and it's going to be building confidence with them. Building confidence. And it's also helping you know where they're at.
Look how chewed up he is. That was from Uncle Stormy.
So while we were at the Ty Evans Clinic And he's a little concerned about what Stormy's doing over there. While we were at the Ty Evans clinic, he had Stormy in here as his buddy. And Stormy, if you don't listen, Stormy is going to take some hide off from you. So he's missing some hide.
Okay, so I was Savannah White and I haltered him. I'm going to go over and work with Frank now because you're going to do leading, right?
Yeah, I'm going to lead him, reviewing what we did first already. And then we're going to start target training more with his feet, start to get ready for those to be picked up.
I'll go work with Franklin.
Okay. Good boy. So I am leading him with a lunge line. And that way, if he starts to take off, I have lots of extra rope so that when he's all done running, I still have him. That's a good boy. And yes, I'm using oats. We call it contraband, guys. There's a lot of trainers that don't use oats or sweet feed or any kind of treats. We like to use treats, at least for this part of the training. There's going to be other training that I do later on that I don't use any kind of food reward for. But right now, we're still working on him, building trust with him. Still working on building trust. So the next steps in in Stein's training are going to be to start to get him used to some ropes being on him and to really start working those feet. The reason I want to really start working those feet is to prepare him for the farrier. It's going to take some time, guys. He's trusting myself. He's trusting Dan, but that doesn't mean he's going to trust a stranger yet. So we're really going to start honing in on his feet. But first I wanted to be able to halter him, because as long as he's super reactive, I don't want to have my head down by his feet. Nose, deep. We're going to, again, reviewing what he knows already. Neck, deep. And I don't always hold my hand there for them to take all the food out. I'll take my hand away first. Neck. What are you doing? You're not doing neck. Okay. So he was coming where I didn't want him to go, so I was just sending him. My goal was for him to back up. We didn't get that. That's okay, isn't it? It's okay. You're curious about other stuff. Neck, deep. Here you go. And then we'll do butt, deep. Butt on the other side, butt, deep. That one, I don't think he really got it. I think he was more walking forward than understanding what I was asking. All right, you ready? Whoops. Foot, deep. So remember the timer thing. When you're training wild donkeys or Mustangs, if you go too long, you are going to kind of burn them out. So, doing too much can actually be a setback. Stein, come over here. All right, come over here. Stein. Good boy. Good boy. Foot. Deep. So here, I really want him to start learning to pick up his foot and touch the brush. Foot. Deep. I'm going to go over to the other side. Stein, you're not staying in a very good spot in the camera. He's following me, guys, because I have treats. That's better, isn't it? Now I forgot which side I was on. Let's do this side. I think this is the side. Foot. So he's walking forward. He doesn't understand, guys. When he's walking forward, he's thinking about something else. Maybe he's looking for the answer, but that's not the answer yet. Foot. Deet. Looking for the answer is good though. The more he looks for the answer, the more we can reward the try and help him get there. Foot. Foot. Now I'm waiting. He's stretching way out. Deet. Now he touched it. It was on accident, but that's okay. We want to get it where he's used to touch and movement back there around his legs. And then we can start brushing with a regular old brush. So right now, if I'm brushing his legs, I'm just brushing like this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, deet. Okay. And then after he's comfortable, and he is comfortable with that, we're going to start brushing just with a regular old hand brush. But right now I want to get him taught to pick up his foot when I ask. Foot. Deet. So you see he's looking for the answer. And we're gonna reward that try. I remember when I used to just alternate this brush in my hand, that would scare him off. Maybe I should try to go back farther because it's always not quite in the camera. Come over here, buddy. Come on. So remember, doing too much can set us back. So we want to do little by little. And you can do multiple sessions during the day. Foot. Deet. That was a good one. And then remember, it doesn't matter if you do something 1 or 50 times, the one you quit on is the important one. So that one there, he picked up his foot super nice. It looked like he understood the answer. So if that's the one I quit on, that's what he's going to remember. Foot. Deet. Now again, he didn't walk forward with that one. I'm not convinced he understands yet, but we're just going to keep working on this. Get him good and comfortable with us being around his legs. Foot. Deet. Now again, there he was walking forward, so he's not understanding, and that's okay. One day he's just going to pick up his foot to touch the brush, and it's going to be so exciting because of how much he understands. I'm going to try to stand where you guys can see. There we go. Foot. Foot. And here with my hand, I'm blocking him. Deet. That was good. That was a good one. Yeah, he is. He is. Go to his right side next. I'm going to get him in a better spot. So again, when they're walking forward, guys, they just don't understand. There's no reason to even acknowledge that. It'll keep getting better as they get more confident with what we're asking. That's foot. Deet. See how he's walking forward? I'm still going to reward the try. Foot. Deet. We always want to try to be their feel-good spot. Foot. Deet. That one, the way he's arching his foot, it seems like he might be understanding some, but he's still walking forward. Foot. Deet. So I think he's starting to get an idea of what I want, but not a complete understanding yet. And again, we're going to do this a whole bunch. And then we're going to start petting him on his leg with our hand. And I'll just hold my hand there. I'm not going to squeeze or anything. I'll hold my hand there and ask him to pick up his foot. And eventually he's going to start to understand that too. Foot. Right now he's watching her son. Deet. Oh, that was a really good one. Nice work, buddy. I'm going to give him two pay. That was a really good one. A longer break. Remember, they learn when we quit. They don't learn from Oochie Goochies. They don't learn because we tell them we love them a lot. They learn because we stop asking them questions. Now, there's been such a change, guys, with these guys. When I am cleaning the pen now, they're starting to completely be in my space. Now, of course, I love that he wants to be close to me, but I also want him to learn boundaries. And in order for him to learn that, I'm going to have to be consistent. So like when I am cleaning the pen, if he gets really close to me, he reacted to little dude over there. So I'll just ask with my hands for him to back up. Okay, and then when he does back up, I leave him alone. Remember, they learn it when we leave him alone. Hey, buddy. And now when he comes over here, I can go into his space. I can meet him part way, right? Hi. Let's do foot. Yeah. Deet. Oh, that was good. Good job. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm going to throw this over there. Get him used to that kind of movement. I'm going to make sure I'm in a good spot when I do that so I don't get run over. Are you ready? Okay, so again, doing too much is going to set us back. So the more we do small sessions, the better, more success you're going to have. I think I want to do each back foot one more time. We're already at 13 minutes. He's still showing interest. All right. Foot. Deep. Okay, now when I put the brush back there, guys, I'm putting it back there where I'm trying to make sure no matter what he does, when he picks up his foot, he's going to touch the brush. Foot. Deep. See how he's kind of walking into me? We're going to have to keep working on boundaries. Part of that is because he doesn't know what I want for sure. And that's going to keep getting better. So I'm not going to scold that right now. He's finding the answer. He's trying to find the answer. So if I were to be like, get out of my space and really jump up and down or something to move him, I would really confuse him. Okay? I would really, really confuse him. Do this one more time. This foot, his left foot is farther back, so that's going to be the one he picks up first. Foot. I'm blocking him. Deet. Oh, good boy. Okay, I'm going to quit on that one, guys. I will go get little dude. I'm going to give him oats twice. And I'm going to let him be in here while we are working. That way we can have them both in here and you can see them both. Are we jealous?
The big question here is, I need you to take this. We got to...
We're back here now with Doc. Now, Doc has already had target training with his feet and brushing him with his feet and then asking him to pick him up. So now we're asking to hold him. It's just a gradual progression to help him. Now, right now, his other foot is back farther, so he's not really set up to stand on 3 legs. There we go. Okay, so we're always gonna start at the top of their hind so they know we're coming. Ready? Foot, deep. Okay, so because he's still somewhat new at this, and we're probably gonna start hoof picking him pretty soon, I wanna check in with him before I just grab his foot. Now, ready? If there's any resistance, right, like right there, he's confused or he's not sure. There, now he's deet, 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 deet. Now, if you just started getting them to pick up their foot and they're on their toe, you would just rub their leg, deet, 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 deet. And then after they're good with having their leg rubbed, then you're going to bounce it. Deet, deet, deet. Now, if their leg stays real limp, then you know you're ready to go to the next step. Ready? And that is putting it on your knee. Okay? Now, again, we haven't hoof picked his feet yet, but I feel like he's there. He's ready. Now, you see he's still on his toe. Now, if you're really early in the stages of this, you could just go right back down and start rubbing it. Deet, 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 deet. When they're good with they're not leaning away or swishing their tail or taking oats aggressively, that means they're comfortable. Then you start bouncing. Then you can go and put it on your leg, just like if you're going to clean it. So we'll be taking all these steps now with Stein. And we've been going much slower on Stein because he's been reactive and nervous. He's not going to learn anything when he's all fearful. So now we'll do this leg here. Ready? Foot. Now I asked for his foot. My hand is just sitting here. I'm not squeezing it. Deet, he went on his toe. We'll count that as a win. Okay, now I'm going to rub his foot while he's on his toe. Deet, 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 deet. He knows that word means he's getting a treat. Okay, now he's still on his toe. I'm going to bounce it. Now, if he's just getting used to me rubbing his leg, I'm not going to go to bouncing it yet. But he has been picking up his feet for a long time. Now, I'm not going to pick up his foot if he's stiff with his foot, because that means he's uncertain and he's going to be more likely to try to take it from me. I want to have him set up for success. He's still on his toe, guys, so I can just go back down here and rub it. Deet, 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 deet. Bounce it. Stein's watching. Look, I think he's in the camera. You're going to be doing this one day, Stein. Ready? Okay, then we'll put it back here. Now, I can start touching his hoof and handling it in different spots. So I'll show you what I mean by that. So when you start to get ready to hoof pick them or use the rasp or clip, for the farrier to trim them, are we a little jealous, Stein? You're going to be blocking our view. You want a good view of what's happening, though.
Pick up his foot. He'll go away.
He wants to learn. Ready? Foot. Okay, now he's a little stiff, probably because Stein's right here. Okay. Foot. So I'm going to wait for it. So, there he went on his toe. Now I'm going to rub it. Deet, 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 deet. He's still good. I'm going to bounce it. Hi, Stein. Are you learning, Stein? Are you learning? Now Stein is seeing me be bent over, which is different. Now I'm going to pick it up. Now, one of the things you got to get used to is changing maybe how you're holding his foot. Okay, he's good with all that. But we need to get him good with all that. It doesn't happen overnight. Can you have him face Stein now? Okay, so just a little waving of my arm and he's going to move away. And that's something Stein is starting to learn now, is to move away, because he wants to be in my space more than he used to. Are you moving because of that big old bully horse, huh? Everybody else is jealous. I'm going to wait for a second, guys, just to make sure these two are going to be okay. Are you ready? He seems pretty ready. Foot. Deet. So he picked it up, but then he put it right back down. Foot. Deet. I'm just going to try to pick it up. He's kind of stiff, so I really shouldn't.
Well, you got Stein over him.
Right? Okay, so you don't know why all the time. Maybe they feel like you asked too much with the session before, and they might be a little bit more stiff. You see how he's just kind of picking it up kind of fast. Foot. Deet. So I'm not going to try to force this, because then he's going to pull away. And I want to retreat before he reacts. Foot. Good. Foot. Oh, he's still kind of stiff. Foot. Oh, that's a good boy.
As soon as Stein gets out of his bubble, everything's fine. Everything's different.
Are you trying to help? Are you learning? Are you really watching and learning, Stein? Okay, I'm going to come on this side. I think the camera can still see it pretty well from the other side. Okay, so it's the same thing. Now, Stein's watching and learning, and guys, they do kind of learn from watching a little bit. Ready? Foot. Deet. Okay, he just picked it up. It was kind of fast, which tells me maybe he's a little nervous from that.
Okay, what do I do with Stein now? He's in my space.
I would move him.
Hey, come on, let's go.
So Stein is just learning. He's just got comfortable enough to come into our space like that, and we want to establish those boundaries right away.
He doesn't have manners yet. He's just started
Ready?
becoming comfortable around
Put
us.
my hand to block him. Foot. Deet. So there I was blocking Stein with my hand. I was saying, don't come any closer. Ready? Foot. Deet. And one thing that's different about horses and donkeys is right now Doc could kick me from where I'm standing with his back foot. Horses, they don't do that. They could kind of cow kick out to the side, but they can't kick forward. Their body's not made like that. Ready, foot, deep. Now see how he kind of picked it up and he put it forward. He's still a little bit nervous.
Only a lot. He's got Stein on his butt. Let's move Stein off again.
There we go. But sometimes your donkey could be nervous because they just don't feel like they had a good session with the last one, or they're having a bad day. Foot. Let's get him back. There we go. Foot.
I only got about too much pay. I only had like 2 paychecks left here.
All right, he's still coming forward instead of just picking up foot. Don't pay him for that now. So now because he keeps walking forward, at some point this would just become a learned behavior. So
yeah, we gotta, let's, Stein, you're just being a troublemaker.
Oh, I didn't mean that for you, buddy. Sorry.
There you go.
Maybe I can re-aim this now. Pretty good, but there we go. It's okay to send them, guys, and then you can lure them back later on. Ready, foot, deep. See how he didn't step forward this time?
Mm-hmm.
Foot. Deep. Oh, that's good. So now I'm holding it with both hands, holding it in different spots. Now I'm going to release. So if they're resistant, if they're stepping forward or doing anything different than what they normally do, just slow down. Don't go too fast.
Look around. What's causing them to be different than last time? Well, in this case, it was Big Bad Stein was in his bubble.
He didn't want to get bit or kicked, and he doesn't trust yet that we will stop any of that from happening. So now pretty soon I'll start going to head to clean his feet with the hoof pick. And then maybe I should do a little bit of circles. I'm going to stop it and get the halter on him. Okay, guys, now I'm going to catch him. I just went and got the halter. Now, when we're catching them, I want him to turn his head towards me slightly. We want to prepare them to be caught. We want to set them up. So now he's turning his head towards me. Have him put his head in the halter, and he's going to walk away. I'm going to stay with him. He only took a step, so that's good. But we want him to be tilted, and I'm sorry you can't see right now. I'm just kind of pulling him more. Okay, so now his head is tilted towards me, and I'm going to ask him to keep his head tilted towards me while I tie this on. If he takes his head back, I'm just going to ask for it again. Right now he's pushing into me. Not really what I want him to do. I'm going to ask him for his head back. I want him to move his hind end. I want him to disengage. Come on. He's not doing it. So he's very pushy donkey.
What are you
there?
Guys? What are you guys doing?
So what I'm trying to do is just to discourage that pushing into me. And right there, I was asking him to disengage instead. So now I'm going to grab a halter and a flag. Now, once they are picking up their feet and we're getting good with that, then I like to start with clearing the front. Now he's good with ropes. He's fine with the flag. So to clear the front, I am going to stand. Stein, you don't need to be here. Okay.
Hey, bud. Stein.
So now I'm going to stand with my shoulder by his head. Okay. And this is all about angles. If they try to block you, I just move them with my hand so I can stand here. And if they're really nervous about you standing here, you can just pet and love on them for a minute. If they're nervous. Okay, so now He's still kind of pushing into me. I'm going to put my hand straight out, and then I'm going to walk there. He did it. I'm going to walk forward. My goal is that he steps back and over a little bit. And now we want him to do some nice circles.
Hey, Stein. How you doing, buddy? Hi.
I want to support his head. And what I mean by that, by supporting his head, I want his head to stay at an angle towards me a little bit. I want there to be a bend. And then I want him to learn when I stop, he stops. Now, right now, you can see he's kind of walking kind of fast. It's almost like he's nervous. Stein's going to come over here and get after him. Okay, now he's starting to stop. So now when I stop, I want him to stop.
Hey, buddy.
Now, I could kind of jerk on his head to get him to stop if he doesn't. I could just ask him to keep going instead of jerking on his head. Remember, none of this is like a consequence thing. We're trying to help him find answers.
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy.
All right, so now I'm just going to block him from going forward. And I want to go the opposite direction this time. So when I'm doing this, I'm going to have my shoulder next to his head. And then I'm going to have the flag on the other side. Okay, so I'm going to put my hand straight out. And now I'm going to walk forward. And you see how he had to kind of get back on his haunches. Now he turned his head away from me. There. He turned his head away from me. I was talking instead of paying attention. Oops. Now again, he's kind of walking fast. So he probably wouldn't stop right now. If I stopped, he probably wouldn't follow that cue and stop himself. Because he's, for whatever reason, he's worked up. You see how he started to straighten out his head? I had to correct that straight away. Otherwise, they're going to pull away. Here he goes again. Now, we kind of know now that when he gets facing Stein and Dan, that he wants to pull or straighten out. So I'm going to stay on that and just bop him over. Looks like he's starting to think about stopping. I'm going to stop. We'll see if he does. That was a good one. So lots of this, lots of clearing the front. I'll do it from this angle here.
Good
so I'm going to
boy.
stand on the side.
Good boy.
My flag's going to be on the other side of his body. My hand's going to go straight out. I want him to get back on his haunches, and I want this foot to go here. So I'm kind of putting my hand where I want his foot to go. There. That was good. And eventually he'll get to where he can do that just nice and calm. But we haven't practiced this for over a week for sure. Now, whichever foot is out front, it's going to be the easier one to work with, to have him clear the front. So I'm going to put my hand out. There, that was great. So that's clearing the front, guys, working on some centered circles and working on his feet.
Buddy.
Thanks for watching. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Nice. You can do it again?
Mm-hmm. I'm finished eating.
So I just got done saying, he's not ready for this, and there you go.
Hi, buddy. You ready? Ready? Foot!
Awesome. Awesome.
I'll do the other side.
All right.
How is he with his backs?
Well, he's never reacted when I do anything with his backs.
Does he lift them?
Yeah, he does, but he's still searching for the answer. He doesn't know it 100%.
Okay. Ready? Ready? Foot! Deet! He's better than Frank at that.
Better at Frank. Ooh. Ooh. While I'm standing here, guys, Doc is pushing into me. So I'm going to send him away from me. There we go.
So, next week when I'm gone, will you clear the fronts and start working on Frank's circles?
Absolutely.
Stein, what do you think? Should we try a back leg?
There we go.
Should we try a back leg? Are you ready for this? You ready, Stein? Ready? 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 Foot! Deep!
There, nice.
Are you still filming?
Yeah.
Okay. Here, since Frank's in such a docile, or Stein's such a docile mood, I'm going to get these in.
We are still filming.
Ready? 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 Foot! Deep!
So right now, guys, when he's asking for foot, all he has to do is pick it up. He doesn't have to keep it up. He doesn't have to do anything else. Just pick it up.
I've done 2 on that right rear. I'm going to go do a 3rd.
Nice.
And be done. We're going to set you up. Take a step towards me there, handsome. Hey, bud. One more step. Get those feet a little better. There you go. Oh, up there. Where are you going? You want to do your other back leg? Ready? Ready? Here we go. Foot! Deep! He took his weight off. I'm going to take that.
Absolutely take that. Awesome. There we go.
Ready? Foot! Deep!
Nice. That's so great.
That's uncharted territory for the dude.
Right? Now he had, what, a 15, 20-minute break at least between his session and this.
Right.
Which is important so we're not overdoing things.
He walked off that session. He did a lot of licking and chewing, deep exhales. And then he came over and started being a pest with Doc.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like he got reset.
Nice. Well, guys, I hope this is helping with your own journey. Please hit that like and subscribe button. I can't talk. Check me out. And we'll see you soon. Here we're back with Stein, and we got a bonus. I have both boys in here with me. Both of my boys, plus these 3. So we have Doc and Stein, and then this little dude is, his name is Little Dude. These 2 are about the same age, and they're super good friends. So we're gonna start with Doc's feet. Ready? Now there's, again, other animals in here which can be a trigger for you to notice. Deep.
Heads up, I'm going to move over here.
Pretty soon Tom's gonna there, he was really stiff, so we skipped that. That was great. You have to be careful when you're so learning, these guys learning to be set and gait is a good thing. We just have to teach them to do this. Especially when you do, because he's going to be a dog. You absolutely can't come in their space. In a moment, Thomas is back in here, and that'll make it easier. Okay, so now I can go back to his feet. Ready? Foot. Deep. Oh, good job. Now I'm holding it. I'm starting to get him used to me holding his foot in different ways. So with his back foot, you can go ahead and take him. Remember, this has to come from underneath because that's where it's going. Ready? Foot deep. Okay. Looking for lightness, guys. He picked up his foot, nice and light. He stays on his toe. I'm going to rub his leg. Deep, 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 deep. He's on his toe. Deep, deep, deep. From here, we'll wiggle and jiggle. kind of, even though he's on his toe, he's pretty stiff on his toe. There, now he's getting light. Deep, 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 deep. Ready? Foot. From here, we start to get ready to clean them with a hoof pick. And that's something we'll be starting to do soon. So Thomas just wanted to call a brush on little dude. He's super soft, guys. Ready? Nice. Did you guys see how he just picked it up and gave me his foot? What a good job. Ready? Foot. Deep, deep, deep. Oh, there, he's kind of fighting it. Now, if I can guide it back down, that's best. You can't always try to retreat when they start to get stiff. Foot. Deep, deep, deep. Oh, he's kind of.
There's your little edge to the beach.
Well, you wouldn't give him any more when he's being stiff, though, Paul.
Yeah, I give him a tiny bit. Nope. No. You can't bite me. I have to see him.
Foot. Deep. He's being okay, but he's not being the best right now. Ready? Foot. Good boy. There. We're going to quit on that one. He gave me his foot really nice. Do you want to turn him a couple steps towards Thomas there? There. Now just straighten him out and he'll be great.
Go. Banana boy.
Well, once you go forward, that'll straighten him out better than going in a circle more. There you go. Ready? Foot. Deep. Okay, so just picking it up, then getting him on his toe. Foot. He's on his toe. Deep, 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 deep. Jiggle it. He's still really heavy on his foot, so he's on his toe. There. 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 Good boy. Deep, 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 deep. Then he's nice and loose. We'll go ahead and pick it up. Don't even try to pick it up, guys, if it's not loose yet. It doesn't matter if they're being naughty or if they're just afraid. We gotta get them loose. We'll do that one more time with his back foot. Ready? Foot. Deep. He took off the weight. Deep, 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 deep. Now pick it up. Good boy. Nice work.
Oh, I know what I want to work with him.
What?
You know what we did in the Thai clinic? This?
Oh, I'm backing up?
Yeah.
So you can absolutely work with him on that, and he hasn't been taught that yet.
Okay.
Okay, so he doesn't know that at all. He just barely backs up with thumbs down with it.
Okay.
So what Paul is talking about is asking them to back up where this is connected to the animal and you're holding the lead rope. You ask them 1, 2, 3, and then you go 1, and you just keep going until they take a step back. To start off with, it could be leaning back. It doesn't even have to be a full step to begin with. We're going to ease into everything. Now I'm getting oats, sweet feed, for Stein.
Might do better with a better lead rope.
Stein. Stein. There we go. Hey, buddy. Nose. He says there's oats on the ground. He's happy to eat those. Nose.
He doesn't know this very well yet.
He doesn't know it at all. He's never been taught. Nose. Feet. That'd be good stuff. Nose. What you up to there, Thomas? What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to get out of the camera.
Why?
So
Feet.
I'm not in the way.
Well, you're not. There's all kinds of room. Nose. Deep. Okay, so with Stein here, we're going to review. Deep. You like that one so much. There you go.
Go forward.
Now, eventually, he's not going to show any signs of nervousness when I go to put this on. And then, eventually, we won't have to do all these steps. And maybe he's okay with that already. But there's nothing wrong with checking in with him. Remember, even though he was cute and cuddly and soft, he was wild. And he was just wild a few months ago. So
Sorry, I took your spotlight.
expect that he's going to act like a domestic horse. There he goes. We're going to take this off and do it again. I don't care that he reacted a little bit there. Remember, I have 2 other donkeys in here with him this time, so that's a stressor all by itself. Neck. Feet. This is your favorite one. You just crack me up whenever we do neck. Now, boys, I don't think either one of you are in the camera.
Oh, should I be?
Yeah, the whole point of doing this is they can see 2 donkeys being trained or loved on, plus. So just go back farther so Stein has some room. Remember, he's the most wild here. A little dude, guys, he's not wild. He's a domestic. He's a little bit more like a rescue. But he's coming along. Okay, I don't want you coming into my space. There. All right. Now we're going to try this again. Now Stein, guys, he's just started to get comfortable enough where he's coming into our space. He's a little bit nervous. He's pulling away from me. So we're going to go back to review. Oh, nice. Good job. Now we're going to pay him. Okay, remember, as we give them stressors, and they go up, and then we come back down, they learn that they can trust. And they do yes. I'm not going to actually put it on. I'm just going to try to buckle it since he's showing signs of I'm going to give him a second here, guys, because he's acting. You see, he's a little bit more stiff in his body. He's not just standing all chill. He's kind of moving around, weaving and bobbing a little bit more. Part of that could be from the extra stimulation of having more people in here, more donkeys in here. Hi, you. Are you kind of nervous? Hmm? Are you kind of nervous? Are you ready? Are you ready? Neck, deep. He's like, I know that one. We'll go back to what he knows when I bring him into that. Did you get him to back up at all, Paul?
Once.
And is that where you quit?
Yeah.
Or did you ask more?
I asked a little bit more and then he leaned back.
Okay. So what Paul is talking about there, guys, when you're asking, it doesn't really matter what you're asking for. But don't release that pressure until they do what you ask them to do. Otherwise you teach them that what you asked for.
And then I tried to do it again and he didn't know, so I helped him a little bit.
How can you help them with that?
I put my hand here a little bit and
But that
pushed.
doesn't count. This one is not doing that at all. So when you're doing this one, and he couldn't, his training maybe is just not far enough along. Okay? So we're gonna go 1. We're gonna keep his face with us. 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There he leaned back. Did you see the lean? Did you guys see it? So leaning back, we can count that as a win. The more we reward the try, the more he will try for us. Right? 1, and at first he's going to be like, oh, I don't know. 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, and that's okay. But make sure you're quitting when they get it.
Did you get that, buddy?
We're gonna practice leading with Stein a little bit.
Will I have a donkey race?
Yeah. I got my gloves and I have a lunge line that way if he goes to take off. Hopefully I still have little things done. Now he hasn't taken off in a while. He's been very good about all this. Hi. Hi. Make sure this line is untangled. He's still nervous, Paul. I don't know if a donkey race is a good idea right now.
Alright, we don't have to do it.
I do want to do it, but I also need to read Stein's body language. Now, we can walk around at the same time though, okay? All right, the donkey race is on. I'm not telling him, I'm just gonna go. And Stein is gonna race ahead. We're racing. We're racing. We're going for the win. Are you gonna join in, Thomas, with the donkey and the staying race? No pulling. No pulling. You gotta keep a loose, a smile in your lead rope. Smiles in your lead rope. Thomas, you're cheating. He thinks he's on the camera so he can cheat. I see that. Really put a smile.
It's too slow. Yeah, see who's winning now.
Stein wants to be in the camera longer. Smile in the lead rope.
My donkey wants to be my lead.
So guys, this is extra stimulation. Just having 2 more donkeys in here. Oh, we're quitting. I call quits and now Stein's in the lead. Stein won the race. Stein, you won the race. Woo!
Yeah, you got lapped. Yeah, he got lapped, didn't he?
All right. So the next thing I want to do with Stein is target training with his legs. So I'm going to take the lead rope off of him. Now these 2 have had their 15 minutes. So if we do Stein's legs, then that's all of it. I'm going to stop this. We're going to get the other 2 out. Well, I could leave it going while we get the other 2 out. Thomas, you can take them out.
Go.
Hi, Stein.
Go.
Now working with Stein's teeth. We asked them to pick him up yesterday for the first time. And they really don't want extra stimulation in here right now for that. Get that gate shut. Because that could cause trouble, guys. We don't want any troubles caused.
Release them?
Yeah, you can release them because now we'll work with his feet and then Frank and then we're done, okay? Okay. So we already did nose and neck. Let's do butt. Butt, feet. That was nice, just like you knew, and I don't think we're in the camera. Let's move a little bit, bud. Come on.
Oh, can you pick this?
Good job. All right. Butt, feet. You see how he shifted his body? I do think he's understanding that pretty well. Butt. You hit it with your tail, and I don't think that counts. Butt, feet. There he shifted his body again. Do it over here. Butt. One last time over on this side. You went away from it. I don't think hitting it with your tail counts. Butt. Feet. That one it didn't really seem like it was it's okay. It's better each time. Alright. Let's have you stop walking forward now. Yeah, you're a good boy. You're a good boy. Back. Back. Yeah, good boy. One more. This is the first time asking him to back like this. Back. There. All right. Now let's do his feet. Foot. Feet. Good job. Good boy. Whoops. Foot. Feet. Oh, I think he's kicking at flies. Foot. Feet. That one I don't think you really understood, guys. Let's see if we're still in the camera. We are. All right, let's try this one again. Foot. Feet. Now, I'm not liking how he's walking forward. I don't like that, but I think he just doesn't understand. Foot. Feet. That one was better. No walking forward. All right, let's go to the other side, Stein. Nose. Deep. Nose. Deep. If I aim this down a little bit more. All right. Foot. Deep. A little bit of walking forward would indicate he doesn't completely understand yet. Foot. Deep. Ooh, that was a good one. Remember, it's not about how many reps you do, it's where you quit. Okay. Foot. I'm going to block on here. Deep. So he's walking forward. I think he doesn't truly understand yet. Foot. Foot. Feet. Again, walking forward indicates he doesn't understand yet. We're gonna move. I don't think he's in the camera. There we go. It's a good spot. Did I scare you with how fast I moved? Foot. Deep. Good job. All right. So now it's already been 5 minutes with this. I am going to see about having my hand be down there, and then we're going to call it quits with him. Okay, so I love these oat bags. They're just for holding nails and screws, but they have a little clip on them, so I can put it on my pocket, and then I can switch because I want it on the outside of whatever I'm doing. Ready? Foot. Deep. There, he picked it up. That's great. Ready? Foot. When you first start off, you're going to face the same direction as them. Foot. Foot. Deep. The reason I'm facing the same direction, I guess that's more because I train donkeys more than Mustangs, right? Is if they kick forward, they're not going to break your kneecap. So we're just trying to make sure we keep ourselves safe. Ready? Don't cut into me though. No, no. Foot. Deep. All I'm asking for is that he takes weight off. That's all I care about. He doesn't even actually have to pick it up. But I'm just holding my hand here. I'm not squeezing or anything. Deep! There, he took weight off. And right now we're going to reward that. There is one more thing I kind of want to do. One of the things that I need to do with Stein is to start to get him used to ropes being around him. And we haven't done a lot of that yet. He's moving away, making a funny face. And you know, it's already been over 15 minutes. Oh, look at that. He let out a big old giant rabbit there. Lots of licking and chewing. That's great, Stein. Are you ready? Huh? Can you handle this? Okay, so when I start off with ropes, I can keep him kind of coiled up and just rub him. When he's comfortable with that, I can let the rope go over top. And you can see he got afraid of that. Did you get afraid of that? So this is something we're going to work on lots and lots. Come over here, Stein. I will let out less rope this time. I don't know if we're in the camera yet. Come on over. Yeah. Good boy. Good boy. So I don't want to get him all worked up, right? We had a really good session. So because I know he's going to get worked up, I can pet him with this rope in my hand. I can have the rope on the other side of him a little bit. There, good boy. He stopped. I'm going to take it off. I'm even going to pay him for this. Okay? He chose not to run off. Choosing not to run off is a huge win. We can build on that. I don't want to be scaring him if he feels like he wants to run. That's my his power to run. So a lot of rope work now. You can see how he's kind of checking that out when it goes on the other side. He's like, ooh, should I be afraid? I'm like, no, look at this hand with me. Okay, so I want to make this all a good experience. I want to be his happy place. And this is going to be a big thing that we're working on now, is getting him comfortable with all this stuff. Now that we can halter him. You see how he started to walk away? It's okay for me to retreat, guys. Retreating can be leaning away. I can be leaning in, pressure, leaning away, retreating. I can rub him with it some more. Just get him used to this. I can open it up on just a very small amount. Open it up. Okay, he's still choosing to stay with me. Right now I'm going to pay that. The kind of stuff I like to pay is when I'm building that trust, building the bravery, helping Stein be brave. That's what the stuff that I like to pay. Later on when we're training, there won't be so much pain involved. But when we're introducing new stuff and gently, I can like to use it then. You're a good boy. Should we take off your halter? You did a good job. Alright, we'll take off your halter and you'll be done. Hey guys, if you guys will hit that like and subscribe button, I sure would appreciate it. It really does help out a lot when you hit the like and subscribe button. Have a great night. Thanks for watching. Stein's over there kicking. Frank, he's ready for training.